Hi everybody, welcome to the Wolfman Gardening Channel. Today we are laying out our main line for our water irrigation system. We're laying out in preparation for our garden. And today we're gonna go ahead and put up a couple of arches. We're gonna go ahead and put those arches up, not because we're ready to plant the cucumbers or anything on it, but we need those things up in order to finish the layout of the rest of our garden. That way we can go ahead and get our broccoli, our other cool weather crops in. But in order to do that, we need to get the layout. You want to make sure that all your panels are laid out and lined up side by side. Then you're going to drive your stakes down, or your T-post, into where every section meets together. And I'll show you here in a minute. Once you get them laid out with your stakes in between, you'll want your panels to be lined up with your stakes. 2 panels, 1 stake. Saves money. Now then, we're going to lift these arches and we're going to arch them around, and we're going to drive one of these temporary posts right here, and that's what holds it into place while you drive your 2 smaller stakes that are on the seams of the cattle panel. Like I said, when you lift it up, it's pretty simple. Just line it up with the other side over there. The other stakes over there are going to hold your panel while you're doing this. It's easier with 2 people, but once you get it and you can kind of roughly line it up, you're going to use these temporary posts right in the center, and this is just so it holds it into place while you get your other T-posts that are going to line up with the 2 panels together. Once you do that, it's in place, and we can bring our smaller T-posts that we're going to use, and remember, we're going to line them up dead center of both of them panels, because it's going to hold both these panels together. And then once you do that, we'll drive the stake down on this side here, and then we're going to drive it on this side. If you'll notice here on the edge, I'm putting it right on the edge where it's half and half. That's because I'm going to extend these arches out another 10 panels. Otherwise, you could just put it a little closer to the inside. All right, once you get all your stakes done and drove in, you can remove these temporary stakes out. Once you got to remember that these were just temporary. It's just to hold the arch until you put your permanent stakes in. Okay, you want to make sure you get your post where both these panels come together, and you can use just one post instead of having to use one on each side. You can use this one post as long as you line them up together, put that post in the middle, and then we can take a zip tie, one of these bigger zip ties here, and you can just tie it like so. Keeps them on the post here, keeps these 2 together. And now then, you want to take you can use some small. That's simple. Go all the way around and zip tie them together. It's easy enough. And there we go. We have our arch. It's tied together. We got 3 of them. We're going to extend it out 10 more, where the whole garden here has its own arch. There's lots we can do with it. So, like, follow, share, leave your comments down in the bottom, and think about subscribing. And until next time, keep it growing.